Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective tarot for today. Today is a Wednesday, fabulous hump day, June 25th, 2025. You may follow me on the Talk, the Tube, the Lemonade. The Talk, the Tube, and my blog. I'm still on Lemonade, technically, Blue Sky Social, Pinterest, Facebook. I'm still Instagram. I'm still on there. I just took the links off Linktree. If you already have the links and we're friends on there, you can still follow me. I just don't know when I'm going to post there. It's kind of a lot of work to keep all that up. And I kind of want to put my time elsewhere. I'm not going to lie. I did post some things today. They were more political, but feel free to keep following there if you want. Otherwise, the current links are in the link tree, and the link tree is always in the description box. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever does not, just leave it on the table for someone else. Don't take on energy that you don't need to, you know? You don't need to do that. We don't want that for you. We're going to use Intuitive City Oracle by Rob Barthelman. You can find this at intuitiveintention.com, My Intuitive Intention on Etsy, and he also has his decks for sale in the TikTok shop. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's see what we got today. We got one on the table. Two on the table. I love it when they flip out and they do like a little dance before they hit the table. It's like they're so excited to land on the table. They're so excited to be read. Three on the table. Four on the table. No major, no reverse. Five on the table. What the oh. I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Don't mind me. I'm still a little hot and sweaty from running around this afternoon. Sitting on the deck, getting some sun, cleaning the litter boxes for the kitties, taking out the trash, running errands this morning. But I'm sun-kissed, and that's all that matters. Okay, why are these cards falling out like in weird, unusual ways? Like, how did that even fall out? It was kind of like bottom of the deck, but not bottom of the deck. Okay, we got six on the table. We're going to do two more shuffles. Seven on the table, and we just got our first major. Last shuffle, last shuffle, last shuffle. Eight on the table. Just one major. Bottom of the deck is Seven of Wands. all good stuff at the top of the deck. Holy shit, it's a lot of good stuff. I'm going to set those over there. We got King of Cups. This is not a romance today, guys, just so you know. This ain't no romance. We got 3 of Wands. We got 9 of Swords. We got 10 of Swords. We've got 5 of Cups. We've got 5 of Wands. We've got Death. Eight of Cups. And bottom of the deck, we've got 6 of Cups. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. Sorry, my nose thingy probably looks crooked. I can't keep it. When I put the little horseshoe looking ones, they never look right. And I think it's because my nose is just lopsided. I'm going to be honest. Plus, she probably, when she did the original piercing, sometimes they come out crooked. No joke, man. And I like my one with like the little jewels where it looks like a half moon sticking out of my... The thing is it takes up... It's so wide on the inside. It takes up so much room. Like I can't like blow my nose. I can't get tissue up there. It's crazy. And it's especially hard when I have nails. So that's why I went to this for the rest of the summer. Sorry. Off topic. So I'm not gonna lie, I think this is someone like putting to death like an old way of being, an old way of living, an old way of thinking. With the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Wands. Someone really, really fighting with themselves about this action. It could even be someone like getting rid of a situation, like if somebody wants to drop a friend, or if somebody wants to quit a job and go to a new job, if somebody wants to get out of a relationship, like they've been in the relationship with the same person for like 2 years, it's not going anywhere, they don't get along anymore. It could be anything like that. Because it's when the death card fell out, I mean, I always see death and rebirth. Always, always. And it's like somebody's putting to bed like something like outdated for them. And it, like I said, it could even just be, it doesn't necessarily have to be a situation or a person. It could be like a way of thinking, Like, and don't get mad at me for using this as an example, but it's an easy example, okay? I'm going to use it. Don't get mad at me. Don't come for me. And you could flip it technically too, right? You could technically flip it. But like if somebody was a MAGA supporter, if somebody was a supporter of President Donald Trump, and then they realized like they don't align with my values, like this is not what I wanted, this is not what I voted for, right? A lot of people are saying that. This would be somebody realizing that, and realizing that they need to figure out in the future, like, how am I going to like vote for a president, for congressmen, for mayors, for state representatives, because I need to make sure I'm voting for the person that aligns with my morals and my values. It could also go vice versa, right? It could be somebody that voted for Kamala and realizing, like, oh, like, I should have voted for President Trump. He stands for everything that I value in life. I can't believe I'm even saying that. Sorry. Sorry. Just my own personal opinion. Sorry. But it could be something like that. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be like, I'm cutting Aunt Susie out of my life because she's abusive, or uh, I'm, I'm breaking up with my boyfriend because, he hasn't proposed to me in 3 years. Any of those are a possibility. Any of them. Again, it could be somebody deciding, like, I've had enough of this job. I'm going to look for another job. I'm going to go get another job. I'm going to move on. Like, I can't do this anymore. My head's buzzing a little bit. Like, it's buzzing, but it also feels a little fuzzy. Because this is somebody going through a death and a rebirth in regards to something. With the Eight of Cups, it says Rob Barthelman, the author of these cards, put spiritual growth. But it in regards to this reading, it could just be growth, right? Healing, like healing from a situation, healing from a job. If you feel like you voted for the wrong president and you didn't vote for the person that aligns with your values and now you feel like a turd, like, you would be going through a healing process, right? That death and rebirth. Again, that's just an example. Because I'm telling you, this could technically be anything. Because you can debate anything in your head with the Nine of Swords, the Five of Wands, mental strife, clashed interests. I mean, I debate things in my head all day, every day. What am I going to eat for dinner? Like, I mean, I don't think it's like that, but I mean, seriously, you debate things in your head all the time. Pros, cons, yes, no, good, bad. You do that for a lot of things. For the tough things, right? Relationships, jobs, and easy things like, what am I going to eat for dinner? It literally could be, this literally could be anything. And it's funny too, because with the King of Cups and the Three of Wands at the beginning of the read, it's like somebody is on the precipice of change, of growth. But there's like something sitting there. I just heard gnarling. Gnarling? Like snarling? Like something stuck there. I don't really like using the word stuck, but this is a little different. Like something hanging there that, you can't flick it away. Like something, is it a word? Niggling? Niggling? Like at the back of your mind? Is that what that is? Isn't that a word? Niggling? Niggling? I don't. I know I've seen it before. Like in a book. Like something in your life that's like hanging on by a thread, that you don't necessarily need or want, that you can release, but it's like you're fighting with yourself, like, am I going to release this, am I not going to release this? And it's kind of funny with the Six of Cups, the description on the card is nostalgia. And then the reverse is release. But here's the thing. It's not like Six of Cups nostalgia is really that horrible of a thing. It's really that not. It's really not. Pardon me. Because even in this reading, when I look at the Six of Cups, it's almost like it just takes me back to the beginning, to the King of Cups, balanced heart, Three of Wands, expansion. It's like something that needs to be released and someone thinking about who they were before they needed to release this. And it's about someone thinking about who they're going to be after they release this. Again, you can take how it resonates. It could be anything. This could literally be like, and I will always use myself as an example for you guys. This would be, if you follow me, if you watch regularly, the ex-best friend of 30 plus years. This would be like me looking at who I was before I found out who she was and our relationship was destroyed. And it would be me looking at myself now, almost 3 years later, no contact, comparing the two, comparing all that I went through with her, all that I went through after her, and do I like where I ended up? Do I like where I was back then? Do I like who I was? Did I like who I was with her? Do I like who I am better now? It kind of gives off that vibe of like contemplation, like going within. And that could be part of the Five of Wands and the Nine of Swords too. Like you're thinking about who you were in the past. Like I'm thinking about who I was in the past, and I'm thinking about who I am now. And don't get me wrong, like if you want my honest opinion, I loved who I was back then. I love who I am now. But that's the thing, right? I can change, I can grow, and I can heal. It doesn't bother me. I can fluctuate, I can move with the flow of life, my life, the collective's life, right? Some people aren't like that. Some people are in stagnation. Some people never change. Some people don't like change. Some people abhor change. Like, oh, I'm never gonna, no, I only buy Toyotas. I'm never gonna buy a Subaru. I only eat chicken tacos. I'm never gonna eat a steak taco. Like it's like some people can't. Literally just can't. But that's because they put themselves in that mindset. Because they don't realize how amazing change and growth and healing can be for you, for your mind, for your heart, for your body as a whole. People don't think about it. You could even say that this is what this is. This could literally be someone, deciding to change how they think about themselves, putting to death one thought, one theory about themselves, and rebirthing a new them. I mean, that could literally be this. I don't know why, but I just thought of fudge. I don't know if somebody makes fudge or likes fudge or is eating fudge. Like fudge, like chocolate fudge. I don't know where that came from. I was also seeing like somebody's garage, I mean, technically they're a 2 car, but they usually call them like a 1.5 car garage, but usually you can fit 2 in there. It's like a standalone. It's not attached to the house. And it was like a white, well, like a stone colored driveway. Not a blacktop, but like a concrete driveway. And I just saw like leaves, fall leaves blowing across it, brown, yellow leaves, orange leaves. It looked like it was green. Like the color of the garage was like a really light, almost like a 70s kind of vibe to it. Like a really light pale green, and then the garage door was like a darker green. Wait, is that a reference to the barn? Was it last year that I kept seeing the green barn? I still have never had anybody comment on the green barn. Nobody has ever commented on the green barn. And I looked for the green barn. I always look for the green barn. I was looking for the green barn today when I was driving to the outlets because we have Route 45 that goes north through northern Illinois to Wisconsin. And I was on 45 and I'm like looking around for like green barns still like a year and a half later. It's crazy. Might even be 2 years. I don't even know. And someone likes to go to the park. I mean, I've noticed this on the card before, but I don't know if I said something about it. It was a long time ago. But I'm seeing like somebody liking to go to the park. And by the park, I mean it could be like a forest preserve park, but if it is, it's busy, cuz when you look at this card, it looks like a busy park, like downtown Chicago, downtown New York City, like a park where you would see like a lot of people. And I was just um I was just seeing this in my head. The movie by M. Night Shyamalan. Uh Shit, what's it called? The one with Mark Wahlberg and what's her name from New Girl. Uh, I don't remember if they're married, but they're like she doesn't want kids or whatever, and he's thinking about leaving her or divorcing her or whatever. John Leguizamo is his friend, and they're like teachers, and they get pulled from class. They send all the students home because there's some type of phenomenon happening, and they tell them all to go home. And it's the movie where people start killing themselves because the plants are putting off some type of toxin to humans, and it inhibits your brain or whatever, and it basically makes you want to kill yourself. Don't report me for that. I can't remember what that movie was. I thought it was a good movie. I know a lot of people thought it sucked, but at the beginning they show I think it's in England or France, I can't remember, but it's a park. I want to say France, and it's got like real tall hedges all along, and there's like a whatever one of those like arches is, and people are walking along, and all of a sudden they stop, right? That's part of the thing, is like they all stop and then they become inhibited or inhabited or whatever, however you want to say it. And then at the end of the movie they show the park again, and everybody's walking around and everybody seems like they're fine. I think that's how it went. But I'm picturing that park, like a really busy like park, like Central Park in New York City, something like that. I liked that movie. I thought it was a good movie. But then again, I like most of M. Night's movies. That's just me. I know a lot of people think that they suck. I loved The Village. When The Village came out with Joaquin Phoenix, I loved that movie. Loved it. Wait, was that Joaquin Phoenix? Was he in that? I know he was in Signs. No, it was no, he wasn't in that. It was what's his name? Adrian Brody. I love Adrian Brody. And Dallas Howard was in it. It was like I think it was like one of her first movies, I think, where she was blind. I love that movie. And it's kind of funny because at the end you find out what The Village is. And I knew at the beginning, I knew there was something wrong. I'm like, why does it seem like so off? Like, it just seems so off. Anyway, something about a garage, a green garage, something about a park. Somebody likes a park, and somebody likes fudge. I was going to make brownies today. I don't know if I'm going to make them. I might still make them. We'll see. I'm going to leave it there, you guys. This is open for interpretation, seriously. I like it though. Like it's somebody, it's like somebody looking it to me it gives the vibes of somebody looking at themselves in the past and looking at themselves now, and they released something or released again a way of thought, a way of being, and now they're looking at themselves now, like comparing, you know? And like I said, like I like myself back then, I like myself now. But I'm open to change. So in 2 years, when I'm a completely different person, I'm going to love myself then too. I'm just saying. And every time I change, every time I grow, every time I jump a hurdle, I'm going to be a different person, and I'm going to have different morals, different values, a different way of thought, a different way of being. And it should only rise. I should only rise. It should only get better and better for me, you know? Technically, when you think about it. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonates for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope you all are having an amazing Wednesday, hump day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.